Pioneers take down the number 4 seeded North Dakota Fighting Hawks. And in the second semifinal tonight, we have our host team, the South Dakota State Jackrabbits, as the 2 seed facing the Oral Roberts Golden Eagles, the number 3 seed. Mac, the first semifinal was cold. We had a little bit of sun. This one, just plain cold.
Just cold, no sun.
No sun. But as you see,
No
the
wind.
flags, no wind. So that's very good. We are under the lights. The South Dakota State Jackrabbits are in their whites with yellow numbers, and Oral Roberts in navy with some very fashionable pinstripes, I might add, and white numbers. Mac, when these two teams faced each other in the regular season, it was week 2 of the conference season, which saw South Dakota State win in a 1-0 matchup to that. A lot of time has gone by since then. As a coach, are you looking at your team, or what are you saying? You're just saying relative to the first game that you had now to this first game in the playoffs.
Well, obviously it was a very close game, that first game, and both teams are looking throughout the season to continue to improve. And so when you look into this game, you're going to almost like a fresh, you're almost like a different team. Some things have been polished up from the beginning of the year, and so really each team's going to look to just continue with their game plan and not really change much to prepare for each other, as it wasn't a big change from their first game.
Well, we have some very skilled attacking players on both sides of this. One thing that I think is important, that you have the goalkeeper of the year in net for South Dakota State Jackrabbits, potentially one of the best keepers in the history of the Summit League and in South Dakota State history. And on the other side, you've got a freshman, Allie Austin, in net for Oral Roberts. Now, she's played a lot this season, so she's got a season of experience, but this is her first playoff experience. Talk about how that goes.
Yeah, I mean, I think the SSU keeper definitely has the experience, but coming in as a freshman goalkeeper, she definitely has the confidence of the team. Definitely also has the confidence of the coach. So that, going into the game in your first year, you really don't know what to expect, and you're just, excited about having the starting position, and now you're, playing for a playoff game. And so just going in, and you just tell your freshman goalkeeper, continue to play like you've been playing.
Well, as we just said about the number of attacking players, for Oral Roberts University, you have Jordan Langbartels, who had 9 goals and 5 assists throughout the entire season. Actually, 7 goals and 2 assists in conference play. Led the conference in points. Was a second team All-Summit. We'll talk a little bit more about that during the game. On the side for South Dakota State, you've got Leah Manoleleua, the Offensive Player of the Year. She has 10 goals and 4 assists on the season. And then freshman Oral Roberts here looking for an extended fit of possession, and they are unable to keep it, as Misquez could not find Lang Bartels, the leader here, goal leader for Oral Roberts. Little errant ball there, but picked up nicely by Darian Polster in the midfield for the Jackrabbits. Restart here. Kelly Keller needed to tie her shoe. Here's Maya Hansen. Vivier Hannay. Now Carly Manding looking to make a run. This is something she can do, Max. She's good with the ball, taking on players. She gets down the right, plays it out wide to Stubbs. Stubbs cuts it back to her left. Looks for her options. Dragging it across the top. Now Polstra has it. She plays a switch out to the left. Schultz. Left-footed cross is blocked. Another left-footed cross. Gets across the face of goal. And Oral Roberts is able to clear that one out. Lang Bartels now with it. Good build-up from the Jackrabbits.
Absolutely. I mean, definitely having the patience to work the ball around, waiting for that perfect cross.
Anna Gornell playing that holding midfield position.
Here's a good ball for Oral Roberts.
And first action there for Katie Zabel on that far side. Now McLennan has it. Still McLennan, lots of space. Probably could have made a run on her own with the ball, but she looks out wide to Stubbs. Stubbs will cut it inside. Now Manding hits it out wide. Marissa Schultz with it. And that's tackled away nicely by Shannon Smith. Ooh, good step up there into the feet of Manoleleua. Polstra has a go, but another easily handled ball by Allie Austin. Pretty clean game so far, Mac.
It has been. You know, there's not a lot of risk taken by either of those teams. Everything's been played safe.
And the Golden Eagle, ooh, that's an
a
errant ball. Now Drishna Pile has it. She plays it into Kelly Keller, looking for some support. Finds Lang Bartels. There into Keller. Taken away from McLennan. And that's the first ball that Maggie Smither will have to handle. As we said, Maggie Smither is the Keeper of the Year, her third consecutive Goalkeeper of the Year award in the Summit League. Her parents Mark and Barb are gonna have to make an addition for all the awards she's won during her career. Carly Manding with a run. Looking for Maya Hansen, now Manoleleua will be on it. She takes a crack at it, maybe even hoping for a little deflection.
Yep, and again, right now taking the opportunities and you know, especially for that freshman goalkeeper, let's test her a little bit in her first playoff game.
Yep. Foul there, be a free kick for the Golden Eagles. Are you surprised the Golden Eagles are laying back so much?
You know, I thought, especially in that transition, that they would push more players into the attack, and it seems like they're attacking with 3 or 4 players, but then you have another 5 players that are just kind of hanging back and playing it safe. So it'll be interesting to see here.
That's a good ball sent to the middle of the box.
You know what they could, what they can develop if they push more players through.
Vivier Hane sends that one through, looking for Manoleleua. Kelly Keller flicks that one on with her head. That'll be run down by Polstra. Excuse me, that was Rachel Preston. Dangerous ball in the box is cleared away. Now Manoleleua wins the ball. So strong, so good at holding people off. Shayna Stubbs will take this throw. Lots of boot malfunctions to start this match,
It's
Mac.
a little cold. It's a little cold to trying to tie your boots here as quick as possible.
Especially
so
with gloves
on.
Different from international soccer, we can actually, the clock will stop and it counts down as opposed to counting up and just having the official time on on the referee's watch. Stubbs look deep to Hansen. And Manding plays it out. Now Polstra with it, making a run. Lots of space, plays a ball out wide to Marissa Schultz. Good first touch on it, sends a low cross in. Ball still in the box. Now Polstra receives it, hits it out wide again to Schultz. Schultz taking on a couple players, low cross, and that is easily handled by Brooklyn Erdley.
Good right there, Shay. Now get in if it's broke. Makes, stay, makes.
Foul call. This will be a free kick for the Jackrabbits. A couple of subs looking to come in. Cece Lamongi and Emily Cameron getting stretched out, getting ready to go, trying to warm up. Probably about 16 degrees out here, I would guess. But again, no wind.
That's true.
And those flags are, well, some of them, they're blowing a little bit. But nothing crazy. Shayna Stubbs will come off. Emily Cameron, the 5-foot freshman from Louisville, Colorado. And Cece Lamongi will come on for Marissa Schultz, I believe. Yes. Goal kick taken by one of the defenders. And now looks like Hansen running onto it, applying some pressure.
Good. You can keep going more if you want.
Polstra plays it back. Vivier Hane into McLennan. Bad ball though.
Come on, press him. Keep him in. Come on.
Good pressure by the Jackrabbits.
Come on.
Or Roberts has been very comfortable with that ball, though, even under pressure right there. But it's also very risky there to try to losing your ball in your own half.
Carly Manding now with it. She'll look to make a run, taking on people. Gets it out wide to Cameron, the freshman that just came in. She hits a low cross, unable to get enough on it to make it be dangerous. And now Lang Bartels.
Again, Oral Roberts here getting out of the pressure in that transition here, but there's only two players to play it out. So the Jacks have there's a foul, but again, when the Jacks are easily able to recover that ball and keep possession.
Here's Polstra playing that out wide to Katie Zabel. And there's Polstra. Good defensive work to get back, as you would expect from a first team All Summit League. Back three for the Jackrabbits. Kind of hitting it back and forth there. That one is deflected off Drishana Pile and out for a throw. So we talked to Coach Thompson from the Jackrabbits. They've pretty much played a 4-3-3 for maybe 15 years here at South Dakota State. And now Manalele Ua in on the box. She's got a chance for, and the cross is just, she just scuffs it, gets nothing on it, and can't find Hansen going across the face of goal. It'll be out for a throw. But going to a 3-5-2, different formation for them after being so comfortable in that 4-3-3. What do you think of that tactical change for them?
Part of it, the formation is dictated by the players and the abilities that you have. Playing with 3 players in the back has some risk, but coach feels very comfortable with the 3 players that he has, and he felt that we can push more players into the midfield, and so it's a different change than what they've had, but coach feels very comfortable with the players that they have that they can play this formation.
Good battle on that far side. That'll be hit out and a throw for Oral Roberts. Well, one could make the argument that you lose the 2-time Defensive Player of the Year, Annie Williams, and you just say, hey, we're just gonna go with 3 back there because we can't replace her at that right back position, which she was so good at.
That's true. And would you have said that if she wasn't standing right next to us?
Annie Williams, just down the way from us, but a tremendous player for the Jackrabbits during her career. Throw into the feet of Manoleleua. That one's played out. It'll be a goal kick for Oral Roberts. That's one thing you notice. The goal kicks are being taken by, it's kind of a long ways away. I can't tell exactly. That looks like that's Brooklyn Erdley. So Austin doesn't quite have the leg they're looking for here. Probably have to get stronger if she wants to maintain that #1 goalkeeper position.
Yeah, but and sometimes that's needed where you have a player that can really get it out of your own half. Good pressure by State there.
Vivier Hannay with it, looking for support, finds Polstra. Always a good option in the midfield for the Jackrabbits. Now McLennan tries to play that ball wide to Lamonji. And again tried that, couldn't get that. Drishna Pillay gets it. Drishana Pillay, excuse me. Now a run from Shannon Smith in the right back position.
Just not a lot of option there for Oral Roberts there.
That'll be out for a throw. So during the regular season, Oral Roberts, was able to go 3-2-3 in order to earn that 3rd seed. And Jackrabbits had actually won their first. Looks like they won their first 6 in conference play, and then drew with USD, and then the final game of the season against #1 seeded Denver. That was a 1-0 loss to the Pioneers, who Jackrabbits are hoping to have another shot at tomorrow should they win tonight. But the Golden Eagles have a lot to say about that.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think, again, the Jacks have definitely possessed and controlled this game here. Oral Roberts seems to have some troubles getting out of their defensive half, but also connecting and then getting more options up in the attacking half.
Manding to McLennan, now to Manoleleua. Good little flick there by Maya, trying to find her running mate up top, Manoleleua. Allie Austin will send this one away. Polstra. Making a run from the back. Connected with Maya Hansen now. She hits it wide to Cameron, who will cut it inside. Man, giving her the space inside. Maya Hansen. Katie Zabel now. Still Zabel looking for Hansen. She gets away. Patient. And tackled away nicely by Golden Eagles. Still not out of trouble, but now they get a release. And Drashana Pile gets it to Keller. Good work tracking back by Carly Manding. Manoleleua with it down the right. Low cross, still Manoleleua. Being double teamed there, probably a good idea.
I think Drew's trying to get a corner out of that.
Lang Bartels now finds Padilla. Keller now back to Padilla. Drashana Pile with a nice, they could have found her. She was open on that far side. Brianna McGowan with it. Drashana Pile back. And the dummy was
Well, here's
not
a challenge
there.
that Oral Roberts is going to have, where they're defending with 5 players and not really getting a lot of options in the attacking half here. So this, if they continue to play very conservative there, it's going to be hard for them to find some more options.
Now Cameron into the feet of Manoleleua. They definitely know when it gets to the feet, to Leah's feet. Well, that's a good ball in, headed away. Keeper came off of her line. Carly Manding now, giving her lots of space, and hit wide to Cameron. Cameron tried that cross. It goes out for a goal kick. I think, man, if she could have cut that back onto her left and dribbled that into the box, she really could have created some danger. Brooklyn Early will take this goal kick for Oral Roberts. We're here in the 24th minute of the second semifinal between Oral Roberts and South Dakota State. It is 0-0. South Dakota State with better bits of possession, have 3 shots versus no shots for the Golden Eagles. Polstra winning the ball again in the midfield. We'll say that a lot tonight.
Yep, she's definitely been in the right spot there and playing that number 6 and collecting the balls, but also been able to be that distributor out of that pressure.
Jessica Misquez now looking for Lang Bartels. They double team Lang Bartels, good idea. One of the more prolific scorers in this Summit League. Now Karina McLennan, good ball. Maya Hansen running onto it and couldn't quite get there. Nicely done by Brooklyn Erdley to body her away from that. Anna Gornell. Vivier Hane handles that one. Preston plays it down the middle, looking for Manoleleua. Kirschner plays it over to Misquez. Lang Bartels. And there, she gets by, but now Polstra wins that battle. Nicely done. Manoleleua. Brock Thompson asking Maya to go on that one. I think Cameron could have hit that ball quick and it would have had a one-on-one opportunity for Hansen. Little shin collision there. Cannot feel good. 16-degree weather. Feel like they're about to shatter when that happens. It's going to be a drop here, but Keller will play that back. Out of sportsmanship to Smither. Vivier Hane now coming up from her backline position. Looking for Hansen. Austin easily handles that one. Karina McClellan applying pressure.
Good, Rachel, Preston.
Now Polstra runs that one down.
Get in a spot now, Leah.
Preston plays it back to her keeper Smither. Carly Manding with it. Looks for McLennan. Lang Bartel's there to challenge. Vivier Hannay now to Cameron.
Hey, Leah, check. Leah, check.
Finds Hansen in the midfield, or McLennan looking for a switch. Now at the feet of Hansen, nicely done. It was a good ball by Hansen there. I think Cameron probably not used to playing with each other. Like if she would have made that right run, it really would have been a nice connection there, but a little bit,
Yeah,
two
correct.
freshmen probably haven't played a whole lot together, Cameron as a sub, and weren't able to make that connection.
And there's a lot of space that the Jacks have here, and they've tried a couple times to try to find that long ball. And if they can find the ball into Leah's feet a little bit more as that target player, and then get some central players to run off that, I think they're going to get some more opportunities.
Abigail Castens and Eden Brooker to come in to spell Maya Hansen and Manulele Ua. So both frontline attack players coming off here with 17 left in the first half. And we won't see them again this half, Mac. Kind of an interesting time to take them off, wouldn't you say?
Yeah, I mean, I think the game has really been, not at the pace probably as we thought. But if you can give them some rest, and hopefully, plan on using them the rest of the second half.
Yep. Saniva Dunigan comes in and gets a rude welcome knock to the ground. Now a strong run being made by Shayla Padilla. But Lang Bartel's unable to get away from the pressure of the Jackrabbits. Now Polster will play that out wide.
Yeah, Darren's done a great job of being able to connect both sides of the field. They've really been able to swing the ball through her a little bit. Now as that ball comes out, it looks like
Now
That's
Deshauna
an
Pile,
option.
good opportunity here in front. Kelly Keller with a shot,
Oh.
and that is just over the bar. I mean, just like that, an opportunity for the Golden Eagles.
absolutely, and that definitely can change the game. The Jacks have to look to get the ball out of their half a little bit quicker. They do a great job of being able to possess the ball, but they got to get some more opportunities to move the ball forward quicker.
And so the two attacking players for South Dakota State, Hansen and Manoleleua, taken off, and now the most dynamic attacking player for Oral Roberts, Lang Bartel's taken off. And just another little look, Samantha C. coming in for her. Coach is just looking for something, a little different look for the opposition. Now Cameron finds Saniva Dunigan. She switches it to the far side. Manding replaces that space, but another easy ball sent in and handled. Lots of possession for South Dakota State, not a lot of opportunities in front of goal.
Correct. A lot of the possession has been in their own half and also in the midfield half, but as that ball gets in front of the other team's goal, there hasn't been a lot of opportunities created.
Headed away nicely by Kirschner to thwart that attack. Looking to release to Keller. Shannon Smith, pressured, finds Keller again. She's double teamed there by two Jackrabbits, but fouled, and we'll have a free kick. Coming up to take that will be Brooklyn Erdley. And we'll see this from the half line. We'll see if they can maybe create halfway a chance here with being from midfield. 32nd minute of the first half, still 0-0. Jackrabbits and Golden Eagles. Brianna McGowan doing well to fight off Jackrabbit defenders, plays it in front. Samantha C, there's a good shot and blocked away by Smither. A rocket opportunity, and Smither was up to the challenge, just punching that one away with two hands. And that'll be a corner, first set piece, or not set piece, but first corner for the night for the Golden Eagles. And we'll see, got all their players stacked between the penalty spot and the top of the 18. That ball is sent in, it is dangerous. Smither cannot handle it, but then picks it up, looking to go quick. Acts like she's gonna throw it and just stays patient, shaking her hands out. Getting a rock hard ball like that pound in your palms, I'm sure can't feel good. Smither with good clear there. Polstra. We've seen lots of subs for the Jackrabbits. My guess is Polstra's not going to be one of them.
No, I think, again, she's been a good connector pass, good connector midfielder for them. So I think that she's got to be somebody that you got to keep in.
Yeah, I think that Trident back three and Polster will probably see all 90 or more.
Yeah.
Get out of it now.
Eden Brooker, now Sunniva Dunigan with it. Now here's Carly Manding. Gets by, one defender, two defenders, looking for the cross. Tries to go down to earn a foul, and ref will have none of it. Rachel Hewitt to come in the game for Cameron. So lots of rest for the Jackrabbit players. If you feel like you've got quality bench and you play them, you keep your team fresh. And
absolutely, if you have the depth, I mean, you always have to thinking the next game, and so second half will be an important piece of some of those key players.
Find gaps. Find gaps.
Rachel Hewitt's first touch, plays it back to Vivier Hannay.
Find the space, Abigail. Find the gaps. Find the gaps.
Polstra, back to Vivier Hannay. Now with lots of space, Vivier Hannay is just going to take it herself. Brooker tried to play that wide. Samantha C with a run, but Polstra is there. Hit into space. Now here's some opportunities for the Jackrabbits. And a heavy touch sends it over the end line, and a goal kick for Allie Austin. Some more subs coming in. Amamotow and Nicole Gornell coming in for Golden Eagles. And Mac, did you see who came on for the Jackrabbits? Cece Lamonji comes off, and I did not see who entered the game. I apologize.
Yeah.
Was it Abigail?
Yeah, I can't
Abigail
see the number
Castens?
from over here. Yeah.
Or I can't remember if she had already come in or not.
The Jacks have had a lot of space on the outside of the field.
Abigail.
Rachel Hewitt tried to take it to the middle and couldn't find any. Padilla trying to play that. Earns a throw. Gabrielle Abbey will take this one. Martha Helsey comes in for Kelly Keller. Lots of substitutions on both sides. From an attacking perspective, defensively, everybody's staying as you would expect. Abigail Castens, right there with Amo Mota.
Darian, get on it. Working here, Martha.
Vivier Hane. Still Vivier Hane. Good ball. Left-footed shot is blocked, but recovered by the Jackrabbits, and once again over the end line, and it'll be another goal kick. You know, Vivier Hane has come up often, sees that space, and she just comes up from, you know, one of the back three positions, and she's like, I'm just going to take it. Takes it over the midline and takes it in, and you know that she's created some opportunities for them.
She has, and you know, and both of those opportunities unfortunately have she's run out of space there. You know, but if she can look for her next touch to be inside, and the last couple of times her touch has been to the outside, you know, we'd like to see if she can get that touch to the inside, because then now she's going towards goal.
Coach Thompson asking Gary Polster to turn there. There was lots of space behind her.
Yep.
Vivier Hane has come a long ways up. Rachel Hewitt now coming inside. Carly Manding with it. Polstra hits it to the other side of the field. Now Manding out wide. Amamota. Let's see if the Golden Eagles can connect some of these and get a little counterattack going. Carly Manding with some strong defensive work to take that one away. And her Jackrabbit fans appreciate. Sneva Dudigan. Hitting it out wide. That's to Katie Zabel. Now Dudigan again. Cleared away. That time cleared out now for a throw for the Jackrabbits. We are in the 40th minute of this first half. Still 0-0. Jackrabbits taking 3 shots and the Golden Eagles 2. Now Polstra with it. Vivier Hane playing it to Polstra. She'll play it to the other side of the field. Carly Manding looking to take some players on. Now Dudigan. The ball is won. Played quickly. Gabrielle Abbey with it, making a run. Martha Helsey back to Abbey. Now Dudigan wins that one, and Carly Manding with it. Will hit it out wide. Ball in, but nobody in support near that far post. Good ball into the box, but then no options.
There's no options. I mean, both teams are really playing box to box, and there's not any more options within in that final pass there. And so, you know, hopefully in the second half, they both are looking to come out and get some more options and that more in the attacking thirds.
Come on, 3 minutes hard. 3 minutes hard.
Brock Thompson asking Rachel Hewitt to go on that. I think, you know, you saw that there wasn't an option. She wasn't up for that option there. She didn't really run. So he's looking for her work. Now she is. Now she's going.
Get up now. Keep them in. Let's go.
Sometimes even just that pushing forward a little bit opens up an opportunity, and Manning earned that, or got that ball. Excuse me, that's not Manning there. That was Eden Brooker.
Hey, set it up. Eden, come over. Gail, come over.
Another clock stoppage. We have look like maybe knee-to-knee contact here. 2:50 left, first half. These two teams, the 2 and the 3 seed, looking to punch their ticket to the final. Looking to keep that tradition alive of the 1 seed not winning the tournament. The last time that a 1 seed won the Summit League tournament was 2014, and that was South Dakota State won it against Denver on their home field in 2014. But since then, South Dakota State won it here at Fishback back in 2015. Then South Dakota State won it in Fargo in 2016, and then Denver has won the last 2, one of those in Fargo and one of those here last year in Brookings. All of those as either a 3 or a 2 seed. Brooker with it. Back to Dunagan.
Get up. Come on. Keep them in. Press up. Come on, get up. Yes, Darian. Come on, keep them there. Good, Carly. I like how you covered there. That was good. Fast, White.
Rachel Hewitt looking for a ball here.
Create a chance here in the last 2 minutes.
This throw goes into Eden Brooker.
Work 'em.
Now here's Carly Manding, and she is taken down in a very dangerous area. Coach Brock Thompson was asking to create a chance here in the last 2 minutes, and they have created that chance.
They definitely did, and then definitely in that attacking third, if you're trying to penetrate, trying to dribble, go at players, make them make a decision there. They either got to follow you or give you some space, and so definitely did a great job there, and you know, getting in the attack and making them make a decision.
So Mac, what's the strategy when you're up front here, kind of at the top of this circle? What, you know, are you looking to go? What would you do if you're attacking or one of the kick takers here?
It's hard. I mean, you just got to get it on the frame and get players in. I mean, right now,
that ball is hit, but right at the keeper.
Come on, drop hard.
Not much danger
There's
there.
Yeah, it doesn't give you a lot of space. The wall's going to cover a majority of that of the goal, and then the keeper's going to adjust for that.
And now Samantha C trying to
Really good, Carly.
come on the counterattack. Carly Manning worked well back. Vivier Hannay playing. The ball played off to Brooker. Abigail Caston's with it. Now Rachel Hewitt.
Good. Get it in. Come on. Find it.
Rachel Hewitt blocking that pass attempt.
Stay up. Let's go. Come on, play it.
A throw here for the Golden Eagles. Strips off her gloves to be able to throw that ball. Gabby Abbey. You hear the countdown. to the end of this first half. And that will be it. Ends a 0-0 first half between the Oral Roberts Golden Eagles and the host team, South Dakota State Jackrabbits. Mac, we saw some possession from both teams. We didn't see too many great chances. What are you looking for in the second half that may come out in a little different looks?
Well, I think we'll start with South Dakota State here. They've done a great job with winning the ball back and keeping possession. But once they get over into the other team's half and kind of in that final third, they're not connecting that final pass. And so it's either they get that pass past the half line, and now they're running out of options, and it's all 1v1s. So if they can get more players in the attack and get more options, I think they're going to get better opportunities to score. For Oral Roberts, in that transition, when they transition with players, they're only transitioning with 3 or 4 players, and then they have the other half there. So they're also running out of options in that final third of the field. The Jacks have done a great job at recovering defensively, but then as soon as they win the ball, and then Oral Roberts is so stretched between their attacking players and some of their defensive players that they've been able to easily move the ball through the midfield. So the Jacks being able to find more options through the mids and then into the attacking half, and then Oral Roberts just trying to get more players forward.
And we said there weren't a whole lot of great chances, although Oral Roberts had the one shot that was over the bar and another one that was really well struck that Smither had to punch away with both of her hands. Yep. So those are the 2 best opportunities of the half.
Correct, and those were, created just out of, out of the direct play. But every time they've won the ball and trying to build up out of out of their own half there, they haven't had a lot of options. So, maybe in the first half, both teams are playing a little bit of conservative, and we'll hope to see in the second half they're going to take a little bit more risk.
And we'll see there was a lot of substitutions in that first half, a lot of the attacking threats for both of those teams that were taken out early. Manu Leleua and Hansen for South Dakota State, Lang Bartels for Oral Roberts. So we'll look to see them play probably a lot more minutes in the second half, maybe create some of those opportunities.
It's definitely hard to play at that pace for 90 minutes. And so, maybe tactically the coaches are looking for some of those options, got them some rest. And now in the second half, you're playing really until for the end of your season.
15 minutes on the halftime clock has started. We'll be back in about that time with you for the second half of this Summit League Women's Soccer Championships second semifinal between South Dakota State and Oral Roberts.
a kid that tried asking Tyler if he was going to come in. One day Tyler's like, Eric Tyler emailed me. I'm like, yeah. No, he didn't. Didn't care after that, right? We got a bunch of time. We'll get along.
Welcome back to Fishback Soccer Complex in Brookings, South Dakota, host site for the 2019 Summit League Women's Soccer Championships. Second semifinal between the South Dakota State Jackrabbits and the Oral Roberts Golden Eagles. First half was a 0-0. Very few chances. Looking for a few more fireworks in the second half, Mac.
Hopefully. And I think both teams played conservative. They had some subs early. I think to try and play conservative here, but save their players for the second half. So hopefully here that they'll have get a little bit more attacking options and and they're going to be forced to take some risk here.
Players are either dancing or getting warm. I'm not sure which it is. It's probably a combination of both, but they're having fun, and that's what's important. Having fun in a very serious contest to earn their trip to the final and a chance to play for the College Cup. Shoshana Pile will have this one at the center circle. And the second half has started. See if there's any types of changes to formations, or looks like Samantha C has stayed in the game, who did not start for Oral Roberts. She's here out on the right. Kelly Keller now to Drashana Pile, taken away by Karina McLennan. McLennan to Manuleleua. Finds Hansen, back to Manuleleua, but Jackrabbits still in possession. Here's a cross in front of the box. Comes out front. Looked like it could have maybe played to the top there. Now Katie Zabel plays a ball into the box. Hansen to Manuleleua. It is blocked, and Allie Austin comes up huge. The offensive player of the year all alone in front of her, and she's able to punch that one away, and it's a corner for the Jackrabbits. And the Golden Eagles get away with one early.
But a great save. Good. It's more of a reactive save there by the goalkeeper. Leah could have probably done a better job in tucking that ball in, but hopefully here get another opportunity on this corner kick.
We'll see that corner kick here to be taken. Looks like Vivier Hannay in the box. They're looking for her on the near post. McLennan, left-footed cross low in the box now, and played away. Now Samantha C has it. Little counter-attacking opportunity for Oral Roberts, but the Jackrabbits are back, and there is no options available. But to kind of get something out of there. Lang Bartels plays it.
Help us, help us, help us.
Lang Bartels now with it. At the top of the box is Brianna McGowan. She'll play it back to support to Anna Gornell. Tried to flick on there by Kelly Keller. And Jackrabbits will just play it out. Be a throw for the Golden Eagles. There's a ball sent in, headed away. Jackrabbits will look to counter here. Maya Hansen now. Looks like Vivier Hannay playing a ball into space for Manuleleua. She just keeps going. And Mackenzie Kirshner is just like, I have no other option than to send this one across the end line, as Manuleleua is just breathing down her neck. I mean, Manuleleua is a unique player when you look at just the ability with her feet, and there's a chance, but well handled by Allie Austin. Manulelua just very strong, very hard to defend.
She is, and very hard to defend when she's coming at you, but even harder when she's playing with her back to the goal.
Yeah.
And so I would rather have her receive the ball into the space if I'm the defender than if she's with the ball and has her back to it and she can turn and shoot.
Yep. Kelly Keller plays it out to Samantha C., who's making a run down the right. She sends a low cross into the box that is easily handled by South Dakota State. Polstra plays that one, but that one there.
Get through, Maya.
Polstra has it.
Karina, stay out here.
Run to the top of the box. Karina McLennan with it. Hanson with a little flick. Oh, excuse me, that's Carly Manding who plays it out wide now to Schultz. Heavy first touch, but gets through the defender. Good recovery by Oral Roberts. Rachel Preston does well to
Come on, Marissa, keep going,
get
Marissa.
back.
Come on,
Samantha
Marissa.
C. finds Keller.
Good stuff, Darian.
Darian Polstra takes it away from Lang Bartels.
Help us, Maya. Come on. Maya.
Now McLennan with it. Gets by her. Lang Bartels turns. Both teams just kind of feeling each other out
Yes.
here to start this second half. At some point, we're going to have to play soccer here, folks. Carly Manding will hit it wide to McLennan.
A lot of space there for the Jacks.
Lots of bodies back for the Golden Eagles. Shayna Stubbs.
Find the
Low
top,
cross
top.
in front of the face of goal. Manulelua, and it is just over the bar. Played it one time and just leaning back a little bit, and it gets it over the top of that bar.
And that was good build up by the Jacks there. You know, they get it out wide, but then they get that service in and get numbers in there.
Next one's going in. Next one.
You hear assistant coach say, next one's going in. Andy Jansen's believes in his
Marissa. Good, Marissa.
striker.
Marissa.
It's going to be dangerous here.
Marissa Schultz out wide. Low cross, almost a shot.
Side
And that one
netting.
hits side netting. So a little bit more action here by the Jackrabbits in the last few minutes.
Good run, Marissa. Good run.
Brooklyn Erdley sends this one in. Karina McLennan chasing after it. Now Lang Bartels, who's been very quiet.
She has been.
They subbed her kind of early in the first half. We'll look and see if Oral Roberts can't get it to their leading goal scorer. But yeah, she has definitely not had the impact that they were hoping. Carly Manding. Polstra plays the ball out wide. That's a good one into space. Down the side chain of Stubbs. And that final ball, Mac, has just not quite been there all evening.
Hasn't been working for them.
Karina McLennan back to Polstra. Switches it over here to Schultz.
Karina, try and get on the ball here. Try and get on the ball, Karina.
Now Manulelua has it. She hits it across. Karina McLennan with a heavy touch, but now she's got it. Left-footed shot. is mishandled by the keeper, but parried away and then recovered by Allie Austin. But that was a good chance as McLennan had it. Struck it, didn't quite get all of it with her left foot, but enough to make it a little bit of a problem. But that, as you see, back to goal. Manaleleua plays it off to one of her teammates. Dangerous, dangerous way of attacking.
Yep. If they can continue to find some more of those options, or find more of those options, and eventually Leah has some opportunities, and she's missed 2 opportunities. But the good thing is if she can continue to get those, as Coach said, one of those is going to eventually go in.
Maya Hansen now looking to take players on. Ooh, that's well tackled foul by Hansen after it was taken away by Shannon Smith. Brooklyn Erdley will take this free kick. Flicked on, but easily handled by Smither. Mac, do you see any type of offensive difference that the Golden Eagles are approaching the second half?
No, it seems like tactically they're continued from the first half. They're playing a little bit direct, but then once they get it forward, they're just not getting getting the options or the numbers up. So they're going to struggle to continue to find the net.
Here's a chance for the Jackrabbits. That ball's played into space to Hansen, who's on the left. She gets by, but a heavy touch sends it over the end line, and that'll be a goal kick. Just seems the Jackrabbits are doing about 2/3 of what they need to be doing in attack, and then just there's one piece of it that they don't get right.
Correct, and the great thing is they've had the majority of the possession. They just got to get more options in there to find the ball in the net. Again, Leah there going out wide there, that's probably not the area that you want her away from the goal. She's running away from the goal. She's got to be somebody that receives the ball in front of the net. And so let somebody else be that option. Try to get her in the center of the box to try to get the ball in her feet and then be able to work off that.
Erdley. Now Manaleleua has it. Double teamed. Loses it. But the Jackrabbits win it back, and Schultz now has it. Kelly Keller. Nicely done there by Karina McLennan to tackle that one away. Manaleleua in that wide position. Shayna Stubbs now has it. Sends a ball into the box. Now Kelly Keller with it. Tracking back are the Jackrabbits, Samantha C. Lang Bartel's making a run. But that's tackled away easily. Not much of a
There don't have
threat.
very many options.
Get your body in a good spot now. Probably gonna have to play feet here. Get your body in a good
Schultz
spot.
played it back. Maya Hansen coming back to receive it. Polstra. Play on, says the official.
Look forward on your feet.
Marissa Schultz
Come on, Carla. Come on, Carly.
plays the ball. Manaleleua gets on it. A little heavy first touch, but she's able to win it again. Plays it back, no one's home. That's another case. They kind of had it. Manaleleua had it. She's just looking for where a teammate should be there, and nobody had made the effort to get there. Now Vivier Hannay, who'd been dangerous in the first half, plays it forward. McLennan, ooh, shake and bake a couple of times around a few defenders. Looking to take it to the end line, trying to cross it or win a corner, but is nicely taken away by the Golden Eagles. Jackrabbits will play it all the way back. Katie Zabel into Carly Manding. and hit wide to Schultz. Left-footed cross, dangerous. Manolelu, it hits the post and cleared off the line. Ricocheted, and it is a goal kick.
She's getting some options. I mean, she's.
Assistant coach Andy Jansen said the next one's going in, and that one hits the post. Maybe okay, it's the next one. It's the next one. Shayna Stubbs coming off. Cici Lamonji on for her, as well as Cameron in for the Jackrabbits. Now in the second half, you can re-enter the game. So I would look to see that some of those starters coming back here in maybe 10 minutes. Here's Cameron. Jackrabbits cutting it in. Here's McLennan at the top of the box. Finds Manu Leilua. Lots of bodies around her. Now Polstra. Here's Lamonji. Shauna Pile tackles that one away. And now Lang Bartels with it. Polstra wins that ball in the midfield to give the Jackrabbits a chance. Lamonji taking it, cuts it in on her right. Lots of contact. She goes down. No call. Shoulder to shoulder contact. And here will be a goal kick. Or excuse me, a free kick.
Free kick. I think it was called a handball.
Handball in the box, or handballed by
on the Jacks.
Jacks, yeah. Carly Manding. That ball's played out wide to Cameron, but that is too heavy, and she will not get there.
I think as this game develops, you know, if McClellan and Manning get into, you know, into the attack a little bit more, they're very comfortable with the ball, very dangerous on the attack. You know, if they can penetrate through that midfield a little bit more and take some of that risk, I think they're going to find more opportunities instead of trying to play the direct ball to Leah. If they can create some of those by the dribble, you know, I think they're going to find some more opportunities.
Yep. As well as just the chance that on the outside, the Jackrabbits have not been able to get very decent cross opportunities in.
Correct. Here we go.
Maya Hansen tried to play that ball wide at the last minute, and it was tackled away. There will be a foul on Hansen.
But even there, what Maya, you know, what Maya did at the end, she wasn't able to find the option. But you know, dribbling at the defenders that are just kind of there waiting for you, you know, drew 3 or 4 of those players. Now, if you can connect with either Leah or one of the outside strikers there, they're going to be able to open it up.
Here's Darian Polstra. She's making a run. Plays it now to Cameron. Another heavy touch there that gets away from her. And back in possession. Motow to Keller. She plays to the center of the pitch. Shana Pile. Now here's a chance for Lang Bartels. Played back to Keller, but gets away, and now McLennan has it. Hit out wide. Now into the feet of Manu Leilua. She'll hit that ball to Maya Hansen. Makes that run. Nice run there. Oh, that was an excellent run in front of Maya Hansen to draw that defender and give her that opening shot opportunity.
Absolutely, and she did a great job by not even being able to pass it and recognizing that open space and being able to get in there and take a shot.
So Manalele Ua will come off in the 64th minute. My guess is she will be back quickly. Vivier Hane there with it. Katie Zabel. Now Cameron. She cuts across. Katie Zabel now finds Carly Manding. And that's well tackled by Shannon Smith, and she played it to Kelly Keller. And that one's played out. It'll be a throw for the Jackrabbits. I mean, the fact that we just have not had to say Rachel Preston, Katie Zabel, Vivier Hane as the back three. We just haven't had to say their names very often.
We haven't.
And it just kind of shows you the lack of attacking opportunities that the Golden Eagles have had.
Yeah, and that's in looking at what they're trying to do. Once they got that ball forward, they're looking just for those opportunities to come from those two players. That's a
Kirschner plays that one out. Good battle on that far side. '66th minute. 0-0. South Dakota State and Oral Roberts. So often in matches like this, Mac, the simple phrase is, this game needs a goal.
Oh.
This one is in desperate need of it. Suniva Dunigan getting warmed up below us here, ready to check in. Down in front of us, you were talking about Carly Manding. Carly's a sophomore from Waipahu, Hawaii. It's gotta be warmer there.
I'm sure.
I
it
can't
is.
imagine the difference in temperature between Waipahu, Hawaii and Brookings, South Dakota.
Bring it down. Bring it down.
Well, it is her second year here, so definitely she hasn't been scared away by the weather, so that's a good thing. There we go.
Polstra,
Now
right
now
to
she's got some
Manding.
space.
Taking on a couple of players. Hits it out wide to Cameron. Cameron gets a touch by the defender, but goes over the end line. And now Carly Manding coming off. Suniva Dunigan is on. Lang Bartels tried to flick it on. Ball being pinged around the midfield. Now Lang Bartels cannot run that one down. Nice idea by Drashana Pile there, but unable to. Cameron here with the throw. Maya Hansen, a little bit of a whiff there. They'll get another chance though. Cameron looking for an option at Polstra. Polstra playing it back to Rachel Preston. And they'll look to reset from the back. Katie Zabel. or
There.
Vivier Hane.
Find the gap into there.
It's a good ball by Darian.
Cameron gets by Shannon Smith. Looking to make a run. Still Cameron. Finds Carly Manding, excuse me. Or Maya Hansen. There's Maya. Making a run. Cross in front of the box, and there it is. It's in the back of the net. A great low cross. And the Jackrabbits are on the board, 1-0. And Mac, can you tell who got that one?
You know,
Looks like it was. We have there's just too many blonde-haired, black headband players on the pitch, and we're trying to figure out who got it.
9.
So that one is Cecilia Lamongi. Gets on the board for the Jackrabbits, and we'll see what this goal does for this match, Mac.
Yep. And that all started with the penetrating dribble and then being able to get it out wide. It drew those players out and allowed players from the backside to get in. So hopefully Jackrabbits continue to do that. They'll be able to get some more options. Definitely changes the game now for Roberts, because now they can't play as conservative as they have been. They're definitely going to need to get more opportunities or more options forward.
Lots of energy on the sideline for the Jackrabbits now. And that was done with a lot of substitutes. And that was that Maya Hansen on that low cross into the box, I believe, taking that ball. I believe it was.
Was it Maya or Brittany?
Hey, just sit right there. Sit.
Oh,
There's another opportunity. Lots of space. Oh, probably should have played the shot, but here's McLennan.
she'll take it.
And
There we
that's
go.
easily handled by the keeper. A little too unselfish there in front of net, Mac.
Sometimes you just got to take the opportunity. You got to take the risk. But if that ball would have went through, though, they would have celebrated that. It would have been a good pass.
Abigail Castens and Rachel Hewitt looking to come on. Not many substitutes here for Oral Roberts this half. Amamota came on.
It's a hard foul.
Here's a free kick for the Jackrabbits. See what options they can throw in there.
It's a good serve. Oh.
Mishandled by the keeper, but eventually Allie Austin's able to corral it. We are in the 72nd minute. It is a 1-0 lead for the South Dakota State Jackrabbits over Oral Roberts Golden Eagles. Ball hit out wide to Nicole Gornell. Ball out, now a couple of subs here. Anna Gornell coming back in, as well as Brianna McGowan for Emma Foster. And it looks like Amo Mota. And Mota says, just give it to me here, I'll take it around the whole field. Suniva Dunigan. Good wide ball played. Cross in. One-time opportunity. Spins up, but the keeper, Allie Austin, is able to get to it. And Mac, that's what you were talking about. You saw Suniva Dunigan taking that, attacking the box on the dribble and creating, and then hitting it out wide, creating some space and giving them an opportunity and getting a shot on goal.
Yep.
Jordan Lang-Bartels now with some space. 2 Jackrabbits. Bartels plays it, but it looks like that will be a corner. And Amo Motas, who's still coming off the field over there in her substitution penny, runs the ball over to the corner trying to save some time. But here's a set piece. Here's a good opportunity for the Golden Eagles.
Find the ball, Gail. Come on, help us. Gail, help us.
Little danger there.
Get in the spot. Come on, Gail. Get across the field. Gail, you gotta come and get this. Just stay right there. Get your body in front.
Play on, says the official. Now Lang-Bartels with it. Plays the ball across. Easily handed. Now McLennan with it. Hitting it out wide.
Stay, Suniva. Pull wide. Suniva, wide. Wider. Pull
No hurry for the Jackrabbits, just trying to get a build up here.
Now you play off of that.
Abigail Castens. Pass was blocked. But Vivier Hannay. Suniva Dunigan with it. Oral Roberts is going to have to start taking some chances offensively. And right now, you just don't see that sense of urgency from them.
Yeah, and that's, you know, even if you look at this amount of the space that they have right now, their backs are not pushing up. They have 4 attacking players. The other 5 are sitting back.
Get on the ball. Let's go. Find it. Find it. Get on it. Come on.
Drashana Pile with it. Be a free kick. Coming in for Oral Roberts will be number 34, Gabrielle Abbey. And back on for the Jackrabbits will be Shayna Stubbs at the next break, as well as Carly Manding for the Jackrabbits.
Oh, that's dangerous.
Dangerous ball. Smither had that near post covered well, Mac.
They didn't, but that was a great turn and shot there. I mean,
Yes.
sometimes you get in that box, you got to take the risk, and she did a great job.
Yep. Drashana Pile with a nice, got lots of good contact on that. Here's a corner kick that will be taken. Can you see, Mac, can you see who that is over there?
Yeah, it's hard to see from this angle.
Corner kick will be taken for the Golden Eagles. We'll see what options they can muster from this. It is sent, and not a good service. A wasted opportunity when you're down 1-0. '77th minute here at Fishback Soccer Complex. South Dakota State Jackrabbits leading 1-0. Dominating this game from an offensive standpoint, 14 shots to 3 shots by the Golden Eagles. It does only take 1, though, to equalize. So both teams need to be, Golden Eagles need to be pressing for 1, and Jackrabbits need to be on alert. Hit out wide to Rachel Hewitt. And then hit out into space. And be a throw for Jackrabbits. And with that 1-goal lead, Coach Brock Thompson has not brought in Manu Leleua. He is leaving a lot of these substitutes on the pitch.
Well, certainly having that goal allows you to rest some more, some of your key players. You can certainly, definitely see if anything changes here, that would change. But right now, they do have the advantage, and now you can take a little bit more of the risk of saving some of those other players.
Is that, yeah, Eden Brooker? Throw in here for the Golden Eagles. Polstra will play it. Doesn't quite get enough on it. Oral Roberts looking for a little chip pass there, but Smither is with it. Just not a lot of attacking players there going forward for Oral Roberts. Kind of content to stay with their game plan.
Yeah, tactically, nothing's really changed with Oral Roberts into second half or even after that goal.
Carly Manding. And it's a corner for the Jackrabbits. I don't see any subs getting warmed up for Jackrabbits. It looks like they're just trying to play this out with who they've got on the field. And as I say that, I see Manu Leleua checking in to come in the game, as well as Ellie Chappell for Oral Roberts.
Looks like Schultz is getting ready also to come in.
Vivier Hannay into the box, won by, and another opportunity. I think that was Lamonji again, and had a good look at it in front of goal. So Rachel Hewitt comes off in favor of Schultz, and looks like Brooker is off in favor of Manu Leleua. Abigail Castens still out there. Seneva Dunigan as well, both from substitutes. Dunigan playing it into Manu Leleua. Misplayed there by Stubbs. We're in the 82nd minute. The Golden Eagles desperately need some offense in order to try to keep this game. And now here's a dangerous chance for the Jackrabbits. Manu Leleua,
Offside.
she is off. Maybe waited a little too long to play that ball
Play
in,
that ball
Mac.
there. But you see the danger that she's created by penetrating through that dribble and going at players. And this is something that will continue to be dangerous if they continue to have those same options.
Lang Bartels with it now. Shauna Pile plays it into space. Kelly Keller running onto it, but the Jackrabbits will play it out. We'll let that one go. Smither will take a goal kick. Karina McLennan will come on for Seneva Dunigan. Dunigan put in a good shift there, Mac.
She did. She did. Yeah, she definitely was dangerous, especially coming through the midfield and taking players on.
Man, Smither has not had a lot to do tonight.
She hasn't. I think just the one shot that she saved Other than that, she hasn't had a lot of action in her area.
She had the save down on this other end. She had that one that where she had the near post covered well.
Yep.
So a couple
Two.
of times she's come up for them, but it is. I'm sure she's colder than about anybody out there. Maya Hansen getting ready to check in. And now the Jackrabbits are going to have to defend this set piece here. And kind of a long ball coming in over the top could be dangerous.
Played as a corner and get numbers in.
That's good service. And they're looking. Roger Bush, head coach for Oral Roberts, is saying, hey, they took one of my players down to the box. He's not wrong. Not wrong on that account.
You know, as a coach, anytime your players go down for a box, you're looking for something.
Got to ask for it. Even if you don't get it that time, you may get it the next time. Good ball in. Smither is there, strong, and was fouled as well, and still held on to it. So a little bit more work for Smither, as we said, she hadn't been able to do much or hadn't had much to do.
That's a dangerous ball.
Yeah, that is
Smithers
dangerous. Lang Bartels went down. I don't think there was much in that one, Mac.
Yeah, she's up. She looks fine.
And plays a
That's
great,
serve.
ball to Gabrielle Abbey.
Find your marks. Find four. Find four.
Kelly Keller had a great chance with her left foot and unable to make good contact with it. Vivier Hannay plays it out.
Maggie! Z-shift.
Polstra able to dribble out of that difficulty there. And now here's Carly Manding. A little bit of space. Here's Katie Zabel, just playing it. Brianna McGowan over to Anna Gornell. Plays it out wide to Lang Bartels. And now Carly Manding. Sidesteps around the official. And for the first time, you see Coach Roger Bush with a little bit of urgency telling his players to get moving forward. And we're in the 86th minute. So waiting a long time to get out of his tactics he's set up from the beginning. Maya Hansen will check back in. That's for Abigail Castens. Another throw for the Jackrabbits. And a foul called there. I'm not sure what was in that.
Yeah,
maybe Manoleleo hooking the defender potentially.
Well, it looks like it's a throw-in.
Oh,
So
bad
maybe
throw.
yeah.
We are staring off in the dark, cold night on the far side of this field. So it is difficult to tell what's going on. Heading into the 88th minute of this match. Now Jordan Lang Bartels finds Drashana Pile. to Brianna McGowan. Now Carly Manding. She'll calmly hit it over on the right. Shayna Stubbs to Manolele Ua, who can't control it. A little too much heat on that pass. And this is just nervy time for the Jackrabbits as you're just trying to see this one out with a couple minutes left.
Yeah, and then as Coach Andy had said earlier, we're not trying to possess the ball in the back. Let's just get it up and get it out of that area.
Yep. Little space for Brianna McGowan. Hits it out wide to Ellie Chappell. Cross in front of the box. Maggie Smither covers that one. Goodness sakes alive. The ball was right there. Smither had saved it. She was down on the ground. And Abby had a chance. And it was cleared off the line by the Jackrabbits. That was danger zone, almost an equalizer for the Golden Eagles.
Looks like now they've pushed the more of their players up into the attacking half.
And here
So that's a lost opportunity there when you have your whole team there.
And now a quick counter could be in order. Now McLennan. And they're just going to try to milk clock here. Hit it into the corner with Manolele Ua. And she's just going to, well, she gets by him. She's going to box him out for a little bit. Now McLennan comes over to help her. Here's a throw, which I would see McLennan will probably drop and let someone else take it to kill some more time. They'll just throw it into that corner, try to kill more time, hopefully for another throw. And now Mackenzie Kirschner will take this free kick. 15 seconds to go. Jackrabbits trying to see this one out. It's a free kick. The clock is stopped, and we're not sure.
Well, one of the Jackrabbits poked the ball away, so the referee stopped the ball.
Okay. Now 10 seconds. Ball sent in. Headed away. And the Jackrabbits will advance to the Summit League Women's Championship to face Denver, the Denver Pioneers, the 1 seed versus the 2 seed, the defending champion Pioneers versus the host team, the Jackrabbits, in the matchup that people were probably expecting, and we'll get it on Saturday. But a little bit of nerves there at the end of the match for the Jackrabbits.
Yeah, probably. Aura Roberts probably pressed more in the last 5 minutes than they did really the whole game with numbers up. They played very conservative, and again, it's given respect to the Jackrabbits there, as when they lose the ball, they do a very good job of possessing the ball, especially in the middle of the field. So tomorrow between the Jacks and Denver, that'll be on Saturday. Excuse me.
Yep.
That'll be an interesting game. You have a team that that will possess the ball. 2 teams that will possess the ball. The Jacks probably a little bit more high pressure than Denver, but Denver doesn't really need the high pressure because they usually have the ball a lot of the time. So it'll be a bit interesting matchup between the two. Probably a rematch game from their last game here last week. And I think that the Jacks will look to revenge that game, even though it was a great game between the two teams. But Denver is very comfortable in possessing the ball. Also, they provide a lot more options in front of their other team's goals. So that'll be something that the Jackrabbits will need to be aware of, and then also they're going to need to create some more opportunities really on the other team's half.
What's interesting is you have the 2 teams here who are typically the 2 best teams in the Summit League, who have not faced off in this game since 2014, when the Jackrabbits as the 1 seed, Denver as the 3 seed. That took place in Denver, and the Jackrabbits won that one. And so now we're going to have that 1 versus 2 on the home field of the Jackrabbits, but the Pioneers with the number 1 seed. And we'll see how that goes. So this is a matchup that is very exciting for the Summit League.
Well, I think the Jackrabbits hopefully are obviously looking for history to repeat itself from that 2014 year. They're on their home field. It was a little advantage, but Denver has been clean. Everything that they've done has been clean with the match before, also throughout the season, and so it's definitely going to be a nice matchup between the two. They've had the history of going back and forth between each other, so Saturday will be an interesting game.
Yes, Saturday, 12 noon here at Fishback Soccer Complex. A chance to go to the NCAA College Cup National Tournament is on the line. Denver was that entry into the tournament last year after winning it here at Fishback. And the Jackrabbits are looking to avenge the loss that they had in the regular season, as well as advance on their home field. Look at the final stats. The Jackrabbits had 15 shots, 10 of those on goal. The goal by Cecilia Lamonji, the assist from Maya Hansen. And for the Oral Roberts Golden Eagles, 4 shots, 3 on goal. And, as you stated, not a lot of urgency until about the last 5 minutes. They did create a very dangerous chance that could have equalized there in the last couple of minutes. But Maggie Smither came up with 2 big saves when she needed them. Allie Austin, as a freshman, played very well, was able to make 9 saves. Some of those fairly easy. So, but well played game by the Jackrabbits, and saw that one out.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, as you can tell there with the amounts of opportunities that the Jackrabbits has compared to Oral Roberts, and that kind of is an indication of the game, really. A lot of the possession, a lot of the opportunities came from the Jackrabbits and not so much from Oral Roberts.
We'll see you back here at 12 noon on Saturday for that final between number 1 seeded Denver Pioneers and the number 2 seeded Jackrabbits. And we're looking forward to seeing who advances on to the NCAA College Cup National Tournament.
Absolutely.
Think you can unplug that green cord?
Turns around and comes back, and it got torn. One or two of them were on tackles. The other 3 were just like random. Yeah. So.
I'm sure Coach
Hey, someone upstairs.
Yeah.
Can someone unplug that green cord?
Yeah.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Annie.
I'm trying to get the.
Yeah, he's like, well, that's a summer thing.
Oh, never mind.
Yeah, it's summer, but we should also preface with the doing it considering it's at 5.
Good job, guys. And the hard thing is the summer thing is not all there.
Yeah, exactly. And I mean, some of them, I mean, 2 of them were girls who stayed over the summer, so it's just like, I don't know. Maybe we just need to do more, we just need to so.
So what were your thoughts on this game?
I do think that, like, I was telling Amy this too, that for the first time at SDSU, we, like, look like everybody just, like, organizationally, like, really in sync, where it's like everybody knows where they need to go, they build spots really well, but not only was the best game, I don't think there was as many chances as I think necessarily in the leagues, but Oral Roberts is always a good team to play, so it'll be interesting to see how that goes.
Survive?
I made it. Yeah.
You guys gonna survive Saturday?
It'll be warmer.
Warmer than
Well, I'll be
this.
wearing like t-shirts and shorts.
One
I was gonna say,
match,
is it-
20 degrees warmer. Come
I
on.
was gonna
That's
say,
all
let
you can ask
let me look up the weather for you guys on Saturday. Did you guys already look it up?
I think it's supposed to be like 40.
Oh, gosh.
Well, that's Sioux Falls. Sioux
Yeah.
Falls is probably 40.
Oh, usually I won't be stuck in the hospital, so I won't be here. Well, hopefully you guys, yeah, stay warm. It's always nice to see you. Have a good one, guys.
Yeah.
Eddie? Pat?
Be playing this year instead of standing up here. That was brutal. Maybe more brutal for Cody.
But, yeah, that was good. The 1-1, it was cold and rainy, and 2, it was like, yeah, we played the 3 o'clock game, so it was like, alright, you know, sit and then sit, and then I got to film the second game, and I come back 2 days later, I was watching TV.
I know.
Quite frankly, I didn't really want to watch it. So. But, yes.
You wanna hold this? Or just push this up, I'll hold it.
Push this?
No, let's do it like
Oh.
this. No, this leg goes up.
Oh, I